just be an engineer. You're gonna make so much money. You're gonna be
They've been telling this lie since I was in high school, and Lord knows, I wish they would stop. I mean, thank God it all worked out well for me because I was going to be a teacher. I had someone at Inroads, a career counselor, tell me to consider engineering instead of teaching. So instead of being a high school math teacher, I became an electrical engineer, controls engineer, robotics engineer. I ended up teaching anyway. I just teach engineering at the college level instead. But I need them to stop telling kids, become an engineer, you're going to make a whole lot of money. Because we have people showing up in college, picking a major because somebody told them they're going to make a whole lot of money. It ain't that much money, first of all. And second of all, they now sitting here in a major that they can't stand, that they have no affinity for, that they don't like, that they don't enjoy. Then once they graduate, they get out of the student loan debt, so they got to go and work in that field so that they can actually make the money to pay back the loan. And then at some point down the line, when they realize that quality of life, life experience is more important, they're going to end up leaving anyway. So please, please, I beg of you, stop telling folks to pick majors for money. If you're doing the career path that you are meant to be in, that you're passionate about, that you have an affinity for, that you have skills for, then you can get up and go to work every day without feeling miserable. Same thing is pick a field, but think about what you want to do in that field. Remember, before I became a college professor, I was a controls engineer. I was an automation engineer. I worked in a plant. I should have been an engineer. I should have been a controls engineer. I should have been a robotics engineer. But I shouldn't have been in nobody's Ford Motor Company plant working with some people who would darn near nuts. Crazy, cray-cray, if you will. Now, once I changed over to an electrical utility, loved it. Once I changed over and did controls for a pharmaceutical company, loved it. So not just major, but quality of life, and think about where you're going to work. Okay, but don't pick majors for money and sitting up in college for 4 or 5 years being tortured, learning and studying stuff that you can't stand and don't even want to be doing. I've also had a lot of students who picked majors because it was the only one their parents would pay for. I had a student tell me one time her parents would only pay for engineering or medical school. She wanted to be an artist, and she was sitting there in college because those were the degrees her parents paid for. So this one's for parents. Don't do that to your child. I want my daughter in STEM so bad I could cry, but she wants to be in communications. So guess what I'm going to cheer her through? Her communications degree. Stay STEM-tastic.